Stories from the University of Notre Dame saw the forest in his home country of Uganda being destroyed. Now he is helping the land and the people. 85% of Ugandans rely on agriculture, but civil war and an AIDS epidemic left an entire generation without the knowledge of how to farm the land. So Father Emmanuel Katongole started Bethany Land Institute to help. And we are fortunate to have Father Emmanuel Katongole joining us now. Father Emmanuel, the problem does seem a bit overwhelming. Why do you think, though, this could work?
Well, thank you very much, Veronica, for having me. Yes, we are dealing with some overwhelming problems in Africa, in Uganda. Every time I would go back home to visit my mother, I would see the poverty levels in the villages, the deforestation going on, the food insecurity, and the instability in the whole country. So, overwhelming problems. Hey, but when I was celebrating 25 years, I said, we need to do something. So I talked to some friends, priest friends, and said, why don't we start an initiative, especially working with the young people, many of the young people that were unemployed, that we are cutting down the forests. And so we started working with the young people in order to provide some alternatives for how to regenerate the villages, to grow food, but also for those young people to gain some income. That is what we called Bethany Land Institute, and we are still working with the young people. And now it is really taking root and working with the diocese. So really providing a model for how the church, especially the church in Africa that has a lot of land, can actually use that land in a way to revitalize the economic and the ecological viability of the villages. So that is what is going on with the Bethany Land Institute.
And it's so important to have those positive resources to help redirect the youth. Now, recently, you were in Uganda holding a special conference. It was much bigger than expected. Why is it resonating with people?
The conference was a unique opportunity for us to assess what is going on in the rest of Africa. And so we brought together different people from different parts of Africa to reflect on what the challenges are and what different initiatives are that are responding to that challenge, that are grounded within a Christian faith, more specifically within a Catholic faith, that have been inspired in many ways by Pope Francis's letter Laudato Si on the care of our common home. It was a very, very beautiful event, conference of 150 participants. But what was hopeful, and I think that was the whole theme of the conference, what was hopeful was to see many people that were doing something in their community to respond to these overwhelming challenges that are there. But the other thing that I want to say, that what really made this conference unique, that here at Bethany Land Institute, people were able to come and see a model, one model that can be used actually to revitalize rural community in Africa. The churches do have a lot of land. Many churches in Africa have land. But this was a model how we can use church land actually to bring hope in many rural communities, to regenerate the food systems, to regenerate the environment, but also to regenerate the economic livelihoods of millions of people in Africa. I think that was the most unique aspect of the conference.
Father Emmanuel Katongole from the Bethany Land Institute, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Veronica, for having me. Have a good day.